Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with for those wondering about the WWE Hall of Fame and who will be picking the inductees for the class of 2024, Vince McMahon will no longer be involved in that. Up until this past year, the Hall of Fame was basically handpicked by McMahon and likely after considering some suggestions given to him by others around him. As reported by Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, everything will fall under Paul Triple H Levesque. Meltzer noted that it's likely that Levesque will follow some of the rules from previous years, such as making sure there's at least one woman, minorities, and limiting the class to one deceased person. Also, in previous years, the company would make sure there was at least one headliner that most fans would know, and at certain times, someone would get inducted for political reasons. It was also noted that if there was a political reason to put someone in that Nick Khan would want, then that would be a factor, but the Hall of Fame is under Triple H's department and he would, in theory, be the person to sign off on everyone. Triple H is a fan of old school wrestling and not just WWE, so he would most likely be interested in some names that McMahon would never have inducted. It will be interesting to see if certain names such as Demolition and Lex Luger would be considered at some point. Demolition is believed to be on the outs with WWE because of a class action concussion lawsuit that they were part of several years ago. Luger seems to be more likely these days since he recently appeared on WWE's The Bump and he's been under an ambassador contract for years. What's your take on Triple H making calls for the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame? The next story is about it was previously reported that WWE was considering a change for Randy Orton's music. The idea was to give him his old music the first few times to re-establish him, but then debut new tunes. Fightful Select dropped a note saying that WWE tested out that new theme song for Randy Orton. Then plans for those changes to Randy Orton's entrance were scrapped. Fightful's Corey Brennan has learned that with the Randy Orton theme song, they did one playthrough live in the arena and decided to scrap it. It's a good thing that WWE isn't going to change up Randy Orton's music. Fans may riot if they switch up that important aspect of the Apex Predators character. What's your take on Randy Orton getting new WWE entrance music? Thunder Rosa return. In a tag team match featuring Sky Blue and Julia Hart, Thunder Rosa made a dramatic entrance, arriving in a lowrider to the ramp. This match served as a preview of sorts for Thunder Rosa's upcoming bout against Abaddon at AEW World's End, where Julia Hart will defend her TBS championship against Abaddon. At the beginning of the match, there was a heated exchange between Thunder Rosa and Abaddon, setting the stage for their championship showdown. When Thunder Rosa finally got tagged into the match, she unleashed her signature offense on Sky Blue and Julia Hart, much to the excitement of the crowd. Thunder Rosa secured the victory for her team with a Tijuana bomb on Sky Blue, marking her return to AEW's women's division. Her comeback has added even more intrigue to her upcoming championship match against Abaddon. How do you think Thunder Rosa's return will impact the AEW women's division? Spoiler on AJ Styles. AJ Styles has made his return to WWE SmackDown after a 3-month hiatus, sparking speculation about a potential heel turn. During his comeback, Styles targeted Roman Reigns, which could be interpreted as a heel move, but he also went after babyface LA Knight. Despite these actions, this might not signal a complete and definitive shift to a heel persona for the longtime top star. Sean Sapp noted behind Fightful's paywall that Corey Brennan is reporting that WWE may have some interesting plans for AJ Styles. Sources tell Corey Brennan that as of now, the direction is for Styles to be somewhat justified in his attack of LA Knight. Another source told Fightful it's a bit of a choose-your-own-adventure situation with Styles. As with any of these situations, creative plans can and will change. AJ Styles coming back is a big deal for WWE as they close out a packed 2023. Next year will start with a lot of momentum on the Blue brand as well, and they will close out the year on the USA Network as well. What's your take on AJ Styles' WWE return? Was it executed well? The final story is about Dave Meltzer reports that WWE actually inked a new deal with Cody Rhodes in October this year. It was said that the timing was around when Charlotte Flair's contract went through. Dave said the length and financial terms of the new contract is unknown, but Meltzer said it was a similar timing situation to Charlotte Flair, where it was learned this month she signed a new contract months prior. Since his WWE comeback, Cody Rhodes won the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. He is aiming to do the same thing on January 27th, so he can go on to main event WrestleMania 40. We will have to see what is next for Cody Rhodes in WWE. He has worked hard to get to this point, And he has also sold a ton of merchandise along the way. Now, those fans of the American Nightmare can keep singing along with his entrance music for years to come. What's your take on Cody Rhodes sticking around in WWE? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.